Greetings, Saadid. We are back with the 1994 BMW 325 IS M3 conversion restoration project. It's been a while. But what's important is we're back. I'm back to working on this car. It's been a little time, as you can see. If you haven't seen my previous videos, my name is Andre Kermanides. I am currently working on my 1994 BMW 325 IS that I bought for extremely cheap. And today I'm finally going to be starting the bodywork. I'm going to start sanding. I'm going to get everything prepped and ready to go, and we're going to make some progress. Backstory in this car, I bought it for cheap, $1,500.
But it has been sitting for, God, dude, I can't even tell you how long. It's been hanging out.
Running, driving, good to go. I did a manual transmission conversion on it. Replaced the cooling system. So I would appreciate it if you took the time to hit subscribe and hit a like on this video and give me some suggestions, maybe even leave a comment. So tonight, after finally getting to this car and getting to work on it, I will not be leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving!
Until I do a first pass sanding on the body of the car. Fun fact about me, I've never painted a car before. I've done some engine bays, but I've never done a whole car. So you and I, me and you and me are gonna be along on this journey together. And like I said, if you have suggestions, I would greatly appreciate it if you leave it in the comments. Let's get started on this car. These areas that you see here are dents that I've already marked. It's not too bad, but I definitely want to get this down to bare metal, and that way I can use my stud removal tool to pull this dent. So this one right here that you can see is pretty prominent. You can see it on camera. We'll get this area as a first test because I've never used this dent puller before. I'm using the Chicago Electric, the Harbor Freight dent puller, the stud puller kit. I've seen some pretty good reviews on YouTube, and I think for what I'm trying to do, I think this will work just fine. We'll figure it out together. So currently I'm using 180 grit sandpaper on a pneumatic orbital sander, and that should be able to knock down all of the paint. Tool works pretty good actually. I'm surprised. It was like 80 bucks, so you can't really beat that. So as I'm sanding down, you can see these areas here that are popping up. This is from the factory primer, and these are low spots that I'm seeing. And so even, you know, this area is already been repaired now, and it's mostly smooth. I'll add the lightweight body filler on here, but as I'm sanding down, I can see these little areas that I'll expand out the body filler because these are low spots, and so these don't need to be pulled. I can't actually feel it, but I'll add a slight little glaze of body filler on top of it. But that's a good way to know. This is down to bare metal, and then this is you can still see the primer. So this is a low spot. So at this point, I've prepped my surface. I did a little bit of work off camera on it, and it's nice and smooth. Just a little area there where I had to work is a little bit rough, but not a big deal. This is there's no longer a dent here. And what I'm going to do is use some lightweight body filler to fill in the rest, and then then I'll sand it out. What I'll probably do is, because it's already late in the evening, I'm gonna apply this body filler, and then I'm gonna let it stay overnight, and then I'll be back in the morning to get to work on it. So for tonight, I have pretty much done most of this panel. This area right here, I still need to get. Definitely need to pull the wheel off as well. There's a little bit of rust under here, so I want to go ahead and tackle that. It's surface rust, I'm not too worried. Tomorrow I'll get this wheel off, and then I'll get this area prepped as well. And then I think I underestimated how much work bodywork is. And so we didn't get very far. So all in all, not bad for a first day's work. I got a lot of stuff figured out, how to use tools and get my technique down. So for tonight, I think I've made some pretty good progress. I'm gonna head home, get cleaned up, and I'll be back in the morning. It is a new day. I'm back refreshed. Good night's sleep. Prioritize your sleep, good health. So today I am gonna continue my saga. Yesterday, as you saw, I was going through some trial and error, figuring out the best ways to sand, prime. Last night when I went home, I did a little bit of research just to make sure I was doing everything correct. So the plan today is I'm going to sand the car with 180. And the reason why I'm going to do 180 is because the paint is in such rough shape. Underneath the paint, there's not much evidence of cracking or damage, but the clear coat is faded in multiple spots. So we'll cut it down with 180. The faded clear coat here, this is base coat. So ultimately the issue is I have multiple layers of paint fading at various stages. So I'm gonna put you on the tripod. We're gonna get started on sanding. I'm gonna work on this Bondo spot just to make sure I'm doing everything correctly there. I got some self-etch primer as well. And so yeah, I'm gonna put you on the tripod, and then I'll see you on the other side. It has been a long day, but made some good progress. I would say pretty successful. It's taken me longer than probably a paint and body guy to do this, but that's what learning and the excitement's all about. So as you can see here in this area, I still have some Bondo. I actually went in and used a block, and I blocked that area down, but it was still a little bit wavy, so I added some more body filler on there. I'll come back tomorrow and I'll continue to block it down and get that area all smooth. I also found some smaller areas here where I added some body filler, so that'll be for tomorrow also. And then one more last area right here where I added some body filler. Overall though, the car is actually in really good shape. I've not had to do too much dent repair, and so it's actually been a pretty smooth process. So that's it for today in this video. The next video, we're gonna continue sanding, finish up the body work, and then lay some primer. So I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and just as a reminder, all things can be solved with a positive attitude and more money.